What's up? Welcome everybody to Kokomo. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, 7100 strength to field. Nicholas, Josh, definitely a lot of people are already giving us likes and things. Appreciate it. Jordan, yes, I could split 7100 strength to field for sure. Is it looking to be a good one here tonight as we get ready for heat race number 1 of the qualifier series here for the late models. World Outlaw Buttkicker late models here tonight. What a mouthful. Let's see. Gotta get my logo up there. That's not it. Sorry, guys. Just updating the stream. Just at the other broadcast as they get ready to pull out. We're going to go through the starting grid here in just 1 second. Oops, I moved it to the wrong side. Oh, no, that's the recording one. Man, I don't even know where anything is anymore. I've done so many freaking... Go ahead. Let's pull that over there. All right, we're getting ready to go racing here for the first heat race. Let's go ahead and pull up tonight's starting grid as I don't have a lot of time. On the pole, we got Chris McGuire, Dylan in second. Then we got Nathan third, Chase in fourth. Desmond 5th, Brett 6th, Jesse Wolf 7th, Barrett 8th, Brian 9th, Dylan Hauser 10th, 11th, and 12th. Rounding out the field, 13 people here in heat race number 1. I'm definitely not prepared as they come down into turn number 3, side by side. Out of turn number 4, Chris digging the bottom side. He's going to slide up in front of Dylan. Here comes Dylan down low for the lead down out of turn number 1. Dylan gets the lead. We got Chris with the slide over as they're back and forth for the lead out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Dylan getting the advantage coming across the line as he slides in front of Chris out of turn 2. Chris gets the wall, but still able to cross him over. Back and forth for the lead down into turn number 3. Side by side, here comes Dylan. Sorry, that was 1 and 2. Chris back down low. Dylan's going to try and cross him over. Chris still hasn't gotten the advantage as Dylan digs into 1 and 2. He's gonna. I have to look when we get more in there. It looks, and this one it's a 67.13. Oh, sorry, Dylan. It's a 66.37. He might be. He's one of the lowest. There's only one person lower than him, or two people. As Chris takes the lead, as Dylan tries to fend off Nathan, as Nathan runs to top side. Nathan starting to put the pressure on Waddell as they come into turn number 3. Out of turn. On McGuire, Nathan Waddell putting the pressure on McGuire out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Down into 3 and 4, they've moved to the bottom side. Out of turn 4, we got contact further back. Oh no! Who was that? That was the 2 car making contact, coming to the line. It's going to be McGuire, Nathan, Barrett, Dylan, Chase. Sorry, I didn't get through all of it. That was a crazy one. All right, the lowest car should be in this one. So Justin Norwood Lyndon Whitfield, 65.58 is the lowest strength of field, or in the strength of field. And we got 36 people. Guys, I'm sorry I wasn't 100% prepared. Had a lot going on first times today. Brian starting on the pole of heat race number 2, Tanner Tomasi in second. Damian Kiefer in that 3rd position, Loic in 4th. Justin Norwood in that 5th position, Logan Rumsey in 6th, Robbie Swan in 7th, Lyndon in 8th, Keith Hackney, welcome back in that 9th position, Shane James in 10th, Jordan in 11th, Camden 12th, and that's going to round out heat race number 1 as we get ready to go racing here tonight. I'm telling you what, this is going to be another good one. Got a bunch of good drivers into this one as we get ready to go green flag racing here as they come out of turn 4. Get one to go to green. Right? I thought Loic said he wasn't running. Robbie said he didn't believe him. Either that or it's Andrew. All right, pace car's off and they're on the back straight, getting ready to go green flag racing. I know a lot of you guys give me some people have said stuff about me using first names. I'm going to try and use last names, but I hate butchering them as they get contact between Tanner Tomasi and Ryan. Was it Ryan? Coming to the line. It's Ryan up on the top side. Damian's going to dig down low. Damian, the number 2 car in the field, out of turn number 4, down into 1 and 2. He's going to dig to the bottom side, try and get around Underwood out of turn 2, still side by side. Absolute chaos further back as Robbie tries to make his way up through the field in that number 37. Side by side with Tanner, they almost hit. 3 wide into 1 and 2. Ryan out front, Damian trying to chase him down, working that bottom side out of turn number 4. Almost hitting doors as it is getting crazy back here further in the field. Surprised we haven't seen Hackney up in the 5th position, already up 4 spots. And that number 69 as he is running right behind Robbie as Robbie is trying to work up underneath Tomasi. Robbie having a good run up to the 3rd position. Here comes Tomasi with a crossover as we go back up to the front as we got a battle for the lead. Side by side with Damian down low, Ryan up high. They almost touched down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Can Damian take the win in heat race number 2 as they touch down the front straightaway? 2 laps to go, still side by side. Damian not able to clear him as they come out of turn 2. Brian's going to run the middle lane through 3 and 4. That's going to give Damian the lead as they get 1 lap to go. 1 more lap out of turn number 2. Damian looking to be able to sail the victory in heat race number 2 as he's down on the bottom side out of turn number 4. Checkered flag in the air. Damian takes the win. Ryan 2nd. Robbie in 3rd. Good job, buddy. Hackney up to 4th, up 5 positions. Of Robbie up 4, Hackney up 5. Tanner drops back to 5th. Camden 6, up 6 positions. What a run there in heat race number 2. Some good racing here as we go on to the Consi. Let's see. I think we're going to look. So 4 people are going to make it from here, top 7 from each heat. So only 4 of these drivers making it to the feature here tonight. That's a tough one. Who do you pick in that? I mean, these guys are all pretty good. As we got Brett Evans on the pole, Justin Norwood in 2nd. Norwood is great in the late models. What's he doing back here? Desmond in 3rd, Shane in 4th, Jesse Wall in that 5th position, Lyndon in 6th, Austin in 7th, Loic in 8th, Jesse in 9th, Logan Rumsey in 10th, Kevin in 11th. Who's going to take the win in the Conti here tonight as we get ready to go racing? I don't know who I would send home in this group. You guys have any idea? All good drivers, all with potential to win any given day. As the racing so far has been good, we're running the 10-lap Conti here and then 40 laps for the feature here tonight as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to get that 1 lap to go to green. Pace car will pull in off of turn number 2, and we're going to get ready to go racing here tonight. These guys have had all week to practice as the supers were at Kokomo for a full week. As we get ready to go, green flag is out as Norwood gets a great jump on the outside, side by side with Brett down into turn number 1. Here comes Desmond looking to the middle, can't do anything with it. Or sorry, that was Shane. As Shane drops back, Brett down on the inside as Justin works the high side by side. We got one in the wall in the back, but they keep it going straight. Brett working that bottom side, not quite able to clear Norwood as Norwood pushes forward. We got to watch this battle for the 4th position. Jesse Wall working the inside, trying to get up to 2nd. Close battle for the final transfer spot as we get back up front. We got Justin and Brett still side by side out of turn number 4. Excuse me. Looks like Lyndon has dropped back to that 5th position. Will be the first car out in that number 21 machine. Top 4 have to feel pretty comfortable. Got to try not to make any contact as Brett continues to lead. Norwood working the outside in 2nd. Jesse Wall in 3rd as he battles hard with Desmond as Desmond takes the 3rd position down the back straightaway. Down across the line. I think Desmond had 3rd that time by as they're still side by side. These guys need to make sure they don't make contact. They can take themselves both out of the features. They come out of turn number 4. 4 laps to go in the Conti. Brett continues to lead as Justin is in chase. Jesse Wall trying to clear Desmond. Can't quite do it as Desmond gets the run on the outside. Down across the start-finish line, still side by side for that 3rd position. Jesse with the run on the inside. Almost able to clear. He's going to stay down low. Desmond with the run up high. Out of turn number 4, coming across the line. Still side by side for 3rd. So important not to step on it, especially since Lyndon is closing back in that number 21. 1 lap to go. White flag is out. We're going to stay on the battle for 3rd as its own most important battle on the track as 5th place sits there and lurches down into turn number 3. Coming across the line, Brett, Justin, who's going to get 3rd? It's going to be Jesse with 3rd, Desmond 4th, Lyndon, Logan, Kevin, Shane, Loic, Jesse, and Austin are going home and putting it on the hauler. What a race for that final transfer spot as Lyndon was trying to stick his nose up in there. On to the feature here tonight. It's about to be a wild one. Get ready, everybody. Let's go ahead, pull up tonight's starting grid. Starting on the pole with not only the quick time, but the first win in the qualifying series. Chris McGuire in that number 0. Damian starting 2nd. Nathan Waddell in 3rd. Ryan Underwood in 4th. Barrett Bishop starting 5th. Robbie Swan 6th. Dylan Hauser in 7th. Keith Hackney in that 8th position. Chase Barbera in 9th. Tanner Tomasi 10th. Dylan Yeager in 11th. Camden in 12th. Let me know who your picks are in the chat, guys. We got 53 people up in here. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think's going to win? As Ryan Conrad's going to start in 13th. Jordan 14th. Brett in 15th. Justin Norwood 16th. Jesse Wall 17th. And Desmond rounding out the field in that 18th position. C-Mac. C-Mac, Chris definitely has an opportunity to win here tonight. Chris has an opportunity to win anytime he takes the field in a late model, and he is one of the highest people on iRacing, but he's the number 3 in this one as Barrett Bishop and Damian Kiefer are higher iRating. He makes me proud, yeah. Tomasi's always a contender for sure. All good drivers. It's hard to pick against any of these guys. Brian, thank you for the like. Austin probably didn't make this split. We got a lot of likes that I missed. I'm sorry, guys. The green flag is out as they head across the line. Contact as Damien gets into the back of Chris. Chris is going to drop back to the third position. He's going to fight back. He gets it into Damien. He shoves it into the corner. Damien side by side, 4 wide out of turn 4. Down into 1 and 2. Wow, this is insane as Damien crosses over Chris. Contact there as it gives Barrett the lead. Damien's going to fight back on the outside as they come out of turn number 4 as Nathan throws his name up in the hat as he slides up to the top side. Barrett Bishop leading the field. Damien and Nathan side by side for second as Chris is in that now third position as he slides in front of Nathan. Chris up on the top side out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Top 3 now single file as Nathan's dropped back to 4th. Ryan Underwood and Robbie side by side for that 5th position. Robbie's got it. Ryan wants it. Ryan's going to fall back in line. Here comes the 23 and Chase working the bottom side. Top 3 single file right now. We're watching this battle. Yep, Bishop's winning. Barry's winning. As Chase runs that bottom side, he's got it working as he tries to work his way around Robbie Swan. I've had a conversation with a few of these guys. They feel like top 10 is where they have to be in contention as the 46 pushes his way up through the field. Wow, that was close. Here comes Tomasi right behind these guys in the 09, currently in that 10th position, that most important position, as these guys talked about. Top 10 should get you locked in if you can continue it week in and week out in top split. These guys battling hard back here in the field as we have Dylan Hauser sliding up in front of Chase. Chase is going to cross him over. Down to the bottom side by the 23 and Chase as Robbie gets pushed up into the track in that 8th position. Down to the bottom. Here comes Chase digging low. Down through turn number 3 and 4. 2 big lines here as they come out of turn number 4. Underwood is definitely racing like a man possessed in that number 46. I have to agree, Dave. Brian Underwood on the outside trying to get around Robbie Swan as he does. Now Robbie's got to deal with Dylan as Dylan's to the outside. Long race here, 40 laps as Barrett continues to lead the pack. Damien second on his tail as Chris McGuire is falling back in that 3rd position a little ways back. 1 second back from Damien. Nathan right behind him at 4th, Hauser 5th. Ryan making his way, still driving possessed in that number 46, trying to find his way around James Park. Back up to the front as these guys seem to be staying single file. We're going to watch this battle here as it seems to be the best battle on the track with Chase and Ryan side by side for that 6th position. Ryan Underwood running up high, Chase down low as they head down into turn number 3 and 4. Chase gonna dig low as Eager looks in the middle. Can't do anything with it. Robbie Swan right behind him in that 9th position in that number 37. Are they gonna make it 3 wide out of turn number 4? They are. As Chase backs out of it and slides back to that 8th position. Now he digs back. Side by side still with the 46 as somehow Yeager comes out ahead as they're side by side out of turn number 4 as Yeager and Underwood almost get together. Down into 1 and 2. Yellow flag is out as we got problems on the field. First caution of the day. Almost halfway through this one. This has been impressive. Guys, I appreciate the shares and likes. I know I'm missing a lot of them. There's a lot of action out here. You guys know I like to interact. All right, let's go take a look and see what happened and brought out the caution. It looks like Jordan might have just grabbed the wall all by himself. Oh, he gets the opening. Oh, that one hurts as the yellow flag comes out, but he's able to keep it on all 4. Oh, he toes. He towed, got off the track, got out the way. These guys get a breather. Yeah, Nathan's running good. He's sitting 3rd. These guys are kind of getting a reset here. The track has changed a lot. These tires are going to cool down. It's going to be... Oh, sorry. Nathan's in 4th. Some of these guys are going to be better on this restart. It's going to be interesting to see how this one shakes down. Dale, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. As we still have we're going to have about 21 laps when we take the green flag. Definitely a wild one here as Barrett continues to lead the field. I guess it's single file starts. Looks like it's going to be 22 laps to go. As green flag is out as Barrett out of turn number 4. Down into 1 and 2. Barrett down low, Damien up high. Down through 3 and 4. Damien's going to try and dig up underneath Barry. Out of turn 4, can't do anything with it as we drop back to McGuire. McGuire has Nathan behind him, and Nathan not really putting the pressure on. I think you got to worry from Hauser on back, and we got a pair of Dillons making their way up through the field. Hauser and Yeager, nose to tail, in that 5th and 6th position. Right behind him, we got Ryan Underwood. Ryan's been coming up through like a man possessed as the battle is for this 10th place. On back is Tomasi. Gets into Robbie Swan. Robbie drops back to the 11th position as they head down into 1 and 2. Here comes the 22 of Camden Johnston down on the bottom side, trying to get up into that 10th position. Robbie's going to, or sorry, 9th position. Robbie's going to fight back on the outside as they continue to battle for 10th. Robbie now in 10th, Camden in 11th. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Butters, what's up? As they get door to door, out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Oh, we got battling up in the front. Let's go take a look at what's happening there. Definitely some craziness. As Dylan Yeager and Dylan Hauser trying to make their way up to the field. Who did they shove out the way? They didn't, yeah. Dylan Yeager in that 5th position. Hauser in 6th as Ryan's digging down low in that number 46 up underneath Hauser. Chase Barbera having a solid run in that number 23, currently in that 8th position. Tomasi, never count him out, in that number 9, working his way up to the 9th spot. Camden in 10th as Robbie's falling back to 11th. Right behind him, we got Keith Hackney. Keith Hackney trying to make his way and shake off the cobwebs in that number 69. It's important to remember that a bad race here today won't kill your chances, as each driver gets 1 drop week, 5 races out of the 6 will count. And it's, oh, Hackney gets into the wall and then almost turned around by Justin Norwood. Back up to the front as Barrett continues to lead the field. Damien trying to reel him in as we close in on 10 laps to go. It's 11 to go this time by. 11 laps to go for our leaders. Can Damien find a little something else as Chris continues to commit to the top side with Nathan right behind him? That looks to be the difference right there, is that commitment. These guys up front have been willing to work their way to the bottom, and it seems to be making a difference. Damien's going to try the top side as he gets the wall through turn number 1 and 2. Trying to find any way he can to catch Barrett as they come out of turn 4 with 9 laps to go. Chris McGuire in that 3rd spot. Here comes Dylan down to the bottom side, digging up underneath Nathan. Can't do anything with it for that 4th position. Hauser right behind him in that number 2 machine, looking to take advantage of any mistake he can. Ryan Underwood in the 46, now dropping back, having to deal with Jason Tomasi as they close in. Back up to the front, it looks like Barrett's able to extend his gap in that Ranko number 3 with Damien in the Apex number 2 machine in 2nd. Out of turn number 4, we are closing in 6 laps to go. Does anybody have anything for Barrett as they come down the back straightaway? Chris McGuire in 3rd solidly as Nathan Waddell has to deal with Dylan down low. Dylan's going to slide back up to the top side through turn number 1 and 2. Does he have anything for Waddell? Waddell was said to be possibly one of the sleepers in this series in that number 5 machine. Definitely putting a good showing in 4th here tonight. Hauser grabs the wall in that number 2 as Ryan is now all over the back of him. Underwood's going to build to the bottom as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. We got 3 laps to go. 3 more laps as Barrett digs down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at that number 3 machine as it digs down on the bottom side. Damien in 2nd, Chris McGuire 3rd. Waddell has got company as Yeager sends it in up underneath the out of turn number 4. He's going to take that spot away from him as they're on the white flag lap as Barrett leads coming out of turn number 4. He's going to take the checkered flag and the win. Damien 2nd, Chris McGuire 3rd, Dylan 3rd, Nathan 4th, Hauser 6th, Underwood 7th, Barbera 8th, Tomasi 9th, Camden Johnston 10th, Robbie Swan in 11th, Hackney 12th. What a race, guys. Especially further back in the pack. That was a crazy one. Beep, beep. So Barrett with an amazing run, absolute dominating run here tonight. In that number 3 machine, definitely has every reason to be proud. Let's go take a look as he is still out in the track, getting that picture. Nice run for him. Let me go find a good view. We'll go ahead and pause it here. I wonder if we got anybody in Discord. You know, if we got one of these top split guys in Discord, I would definitely bring him in for an interview. So as I'm going through the starting grid, if you're top 3, go ahead, jump in Discord. And if you're in there, yep. I know Waddell. Let's see, Waddell, did he lost it. So McGuire, Keeper, Barrett, if any of you guys end up in Discord, I will do an interview. Let's go through tonight's results. Wow, that was exciting. Quick, but exciting as Barrett Bishop takes the win. Damian second, Chris McGuire in third, Dylan Yeager in fourth, Nathan Waddell in fifth, Hauser in sixth, Ryan Underwood, sorry, Ryan, in seventh, Chase Barbera in eighth, Tanner Tomasi ninth, Camden Johnston in that 11th position, Camden Johnston in 10th, Robbie Swan in 11th, Keith Hackney 12th, Ryan Conrad in that 13th spot, Brett Evans 14th, Jesse Wall 15th, Justin Norwood 16th, Desmond 17th, Jordan Casey in 18th. I'll tell you what, just because you had a bad race here doesn't mean you're out of it. These guys do get a drop week, and some of these guys are big block guys. They're not late model guys. Yeah, I saw that there was some retaliation there. I definitely did. Shoot. Let me see if I can get that in there. Hold on, guys. I know I put the Discord link somewhere on my page, but I'm going to see if I can go ahead and find Barrett. But what did you guys think of the racing overall? I mean, that was some awesome racing for sure. B. 4. Going to see if I can find him. I've never searched for somebody on Discord before, I don't think. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this. Hey, do me a favor, Mario. I'm gonna go ahead and send it, and I don't care if anybody else wants to join it. It's a public Discord anyway. We got like 650 people over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the Discord link there. If you could just forward it to him, it might be a little bit easier. I would love to give him a little bit of an interview before we shut off the stream because that was a great run for him. So I'm putting this over on Discord or on Facebook. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, there's the Discord link. If you could pass that on. No, this is it. There will be a race next week at the same time. I might do a big block race a little bit later. But there's the Discord if you want to get them guys in here. Let's go ahead and see if anybody is in Discord now. I don't see anybody in there. But definitely, I see Dylan. Dylan enjoyed the Discord. See if Bear gets in here. Boyd's in here. Mario. Mario, you're going to share it with him. Thank you. Appreciate it. There's Barrett. Let's go ahead and bring in Barrett. Let me go ahead and make sure that this is on so we can hear him. Barrett, thanks for making it in, man. I get to see you a lot, but I don't get to talk to you a lot. Man, what a run here tonight. You could take advantage of that opportunity early on and grab that lead and never look back. That thing looked fast tonight.
that thing was rolling, man. I just was gonna fall behind Nathan, and then he slid up a little bit, and I blew by him. And I don't know. I just setup was great, and I just had to be smooth the whole time.
Yeah, it definitely looked real good. I actually had a talk with Ken before that. I said, "Who do you got that's going to be a driver in the top split?" You can jump in, Dylan. I'll give you an interview. Dylan said I ran hard charger, but man, that was definitely a heck of a run. When you saw Damien and Chris get together, there, I mean, that had you had to see opportunity all over the place.
I didn't even see it. We were on the tires, bud.
I get it. I get it. Well, good run here tonight. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, RycoMotorsports.com. Zach McSwain for that assets. Mario Perez Photography, Big Al's Guns, Got a meeting in Design, and everybody else that helps out.
For sure. Good run, and I can't wait to see what you can do next week.
Thank you, man.
No problem. All right, so that's our winner, Barrett Bishop. Let's go ahead and bring in Dylan. Man, that was a hard charging run as you made that late pass on Nathan there, man. What a good run tonight.
Yeah, I'll take it. We had to fight there after the heat race. I don't know, unfortunate circumstances there in the heat race. I started a little farther back than I wanted to, but I just kept on picking and clawing at it, and eventually we got up to fourth. And as long as I can continue that consistency through the season, that should be good.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all expected you to perform well, and Hauser, who was following you up through the field. It was crazy because I just said it. We had a pair of Dylans coming up through the field because it seemed like you guys were nose to tail the whole time, or at least for a little while. And man, that thing looks hooked up. It just you ran out of time.
Yeah, it was also pretty tough to pass, towards the end of the race, at least with the way that my setup was. I couldn't move around at all. I was set up super soft, so I couldn't really get off the top. So, I was kind of just stuck following people and hoping that they made a big enough of a mistake for me to try and capitalize. Looking back at it, I kind of wish that I did set up more towards the bottom. I had it in mind that I was going to do it, and then last
Oh,
second I was like,
Damien,
no, no.
jump in Discord.
So, we'll take the fourth. I'll keep that note for whenever we come back to this track, and yeah.
Yeah, I saw you, and it was pretty obvious the leaders were running the bottom, and it seemed to be the fastest. Damien and Barrett. But I seen you dive in that bottom side, and it just didn't seem to want to get that drive out as you were trying to pass Nathan earlier on. But overall, man, great run. You want to give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, man. Got to thank all the guys over at Team VLR. Evan C for or Majul C Speed Shop for the setup. The ones this week dig, and I'm glad that I can be a part of their whole group. CFM Esports, Bighorn Taxidermy, Toter's Isle of Frenchies, you for the broadcast, and iRacing for putting this on for us.
Yeah, it's definitely a wild one. I was excited when they announced it too. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Good show. All right, we got a bunch of people up in here. We're gonna go ahead. Nathan goes to my be live, be respectful room. Let's go ahead and bring in Chris McGuire, our third place driver, and then we'll bring in Damien. We already talked to our winner. Damien James of the booth. I got a copy.
Yeah, it's me.
It's me, second place me, man. I'll tell you what, I feel second place. I feel like I've ran 46 big block races, and I feel like I got like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was a fun fiasco, we can say that, at the beginning there. And just kind of, I had wheel damage on lap 2 or whatever that was, and kind of slowed you down in these cars. But overall, take a second and tops 7,200 SOF for Pro Series. So
Yeah,
all day.
that was insane. I'm loading in. I see 70, almost 7,200, like you said, and then I see these names in here. And I mean, anytime you see Chris, anytime you see you, anytime you see most of these guys in here, and it's going to be a solid field.
Right. I mean, like every time like you hop into any official, I mean, officials aren't the greatest thing in the world, but by all means, but you hop into official, just a random official in a day, and you see some of these guys that are in this top split, and like any day of the week, you're gonna be like, okay, I got to try this race. I mean, it's like no offense, but like to like anyone at all, because everyone's fast at some tracks, everybody's fast in their own way. But I see these guys' name pop up to the lobby sometimes. I'm like, I got to actually try.
Yeah, yeah, and
But,
you run a lot of officials.
Right, yeah. I used to run a lot, but I've slowed down a lot now. But with the real life racing and everything, but I used to run a lot of officials.
Sure. Well, I know those. I know that you do the setups for the Apex late models, if I'm correct, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. And I know you guys got those guys set up, and I know you've been helping out a lot. I mean, I hear from Robbie and some of the other guys about how you're talking to him, and Nathan a lot. Nathan says you've helped him out a lot, and he had a good run here tonight. But why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Uh, First off and foremost, guys, think Team Apex and all those guys back there. The guys at DQ Speed, Tac 3 Defense, and then genuinely everyone that's ever brought me here, like to iRacing. I got like first off and foremost, he may forget this, but I was his son at first once. It was Zach McSwain. I wouldn't even be close to where I am without him, and that's wholeheartedly. And then the VLR guys, whenever I was with them, they taught me so much about iRacing and everything. Gotta thank those guys too. I don't ever forget that. I always am thankful for being a part of them. And then my beautiful girlfriend Thighs, because I never shot her out. And then you for the broadcast, and then iRacing putting on this series for us.
For sure. Well, thanks for coming out, putting on a show, and I can't wait to see what happens next week.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem. All right, let's go ahead and bring in our third place driver. Man, you just get it everywhere, don't you, Chris? Man, what a run here tonight. I mean, I know you got bumped around early on, but you recovered, ran that third position. It looked like Barrett had a heck of a ride tonight, but so did you, and even though you were third.
Yeah, I just made a mistake there on the start, and I tried to get up there as quick as I could at the top. I didn't know if Damien was gonna go up there or not, but I would have went to the bottom, but I didn't think my car would have turned down there, and I just messed up. And then there on the back stretch, I tried to shoot the gap and go 3 wide, and I just couldn't get the car to rotate enough, and got into him and got tangled up there.
Now, this field is full of a lot of different drivers, people that run big blocks mostly, and people that run other stuff. I mean, next week you guys go to Cedar Lake. You don't have a whole week to work up to it of official races like everybody did here at Kokomo. Do you feel like that's really going to play an advantage of you and Damien and some of those other top late model guys?
It may and it may not. It just depends.
Well, either way, great run here tonight, third place. I mean, that's got to put you in a pretty solid place moving forward, trying to get into the Pro Series. You got any friends? Oh, go ahead.
I was just content with trying to get a top 5. That was the only reason I was out there. I know it's a stacked field, so.
Oh yeah, I mean, basically, if you get a top 10, you're in a pretty good position here. And this top split, as high as it is, but you get down in those lower splits, you're gonna have to be top 5. But if you could score top 5 every week, easy road, easy pro.
Yeah, it should be that way.
For sure.
But second split can sneak in there too now.
Yeah, I'm curious after this, and I'll probably talk about it on the podcast next week, what the strength of fields were for the other splits. Because that'll play a big role because the points go by the size of the split. You got any friends, family, sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
I just want to thank work for letting me have Monday off so I can race this race, and got to thank everything Dylan does to help building the setups, and he puts a lot of time and effort into these setups, and he's got them digging.
For sure. Well, good run, and I can't wait till next week. And now you're in Discord, so you know where to find me after the broadcast.
All right, I appreciate it.
Later, brother. All right, so Chris McGuire, and we're just gonna jump over here and talk to Nathan and Robbie together. You know what? I'm still alive. I see you both in here to come visit me. So, look, Damien had those setups hooked up for you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It
sure.
felt great.
Car was
Now-
great on the bottom.
Well, I noticed that you were doing really well early on, Robbie, and I saw some of the names coming up on you, and I'm like, this isn't anything Robbie's doing wrong. This is just some excellent talent coming up through the field.
Yeah, I told myself I wanted to try and get a top 10 out of here, but after finishing 11th and looking at the list of people that were a little bit farther down the list,
Yeah.
it's hard to feel bad about 11th. It really is.
You know, I have a question. I know Nathan unmuted himself. Now, if I put you guys together, would you be the top dirt rated driver? Sorry, I had to.
If you counted my alt, I mean,
Yeah, well, that's what you do now, Nathan.
apparently.
Well, I mean, Dylan got you right at the end there, but I was watching Nathan, and you were holding your line up at the top.
Mhm.
I mean, he raced you really clean, and that was a good move
Yeah.
to get around you.
Well, you know, I knew he was back there. I'm trying to get better at not looking at my mirror, but I knew that he was there. And there at the end, getting into 1 and 2 was just so hard to do without getting into the wall. And then I got the spotter told me 2 laps to go, and then like that corner, I got into the wall, and I knew he had the run on me, and I knew we had a pretty good gap behind us, and I was like, you know what, he's got a good run. I'm just gonna let him have it, and not that he wouldn't have gotten around me anyways. Don't take it that way, but just I didn't want to fight him for it and risk getting wrecked with 1 to go. So whenever he got that run, I was just like, I'm just gonna let him have it. I'll take 5th. But yeah, I mean, super stoked to have the run that we had. Kiefer got 2nd. I got 5th. Robbie got 11th. Where did Conrad finish?
Q13.
Yeah, 13th. So I mean, that's a really strong run. Really proud of all the guys, and got to thank Kiefer for the awesome sets, and just really feels really really good to run 5th. That felt really good.
So at the end of this, you think everybody's gonna know your name, Nathan?
I don't care if anybody knows my name, man. I just want to be a pro, dude. I want that pro license, man.
Well,
Oh,
you are probably one of the ones that people are not thinking about the as much, which actually might put you in an advantage because you don't have some of the drama that there is between some of the other drivers. So, I mean, maybe you could take this momentum and carry it into the next one, and hopefully, come in here for an opportunity to win a championship in the Pro Series.
Yeah, I would love that. I try to race everybody clean. I don't want any drama. I don't want, I don't want any enemies. Even, off the track, I don't want any enemies. I like having friends. So hopefully we can continue our momentum and stay running clean and have a good, rest of the 5 races and get that pro license, get a chance to run for $10,000.
Yeah, for sure. And Robbie, even if you got 11th wasn't good enough, at least you get a drop week. I mean, that's still gotta feel good. 11th place. I mean, almost 7,200 strength of field.
yeah, it's a crazy, crazy strength of field. I knew it would be over 7K.
I mean, look at the people
and I also
that
knew I'd see Loic.
look at the people who finished behind you. Hackney, Conrad. I mean, I know Conrad's more of a big block guy like you. Jesse Wall, Justin Norwood. I mean, these guys who could win any given late model race finished behind you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, after looking at the list of people, it was pretty hard to be disappointed with 11th. We did do the math a little bit after the race. It's looking like the way the championship points are being doled out, you really need like 8th or better average to make it. But
And top split.
yeah, still gonna keep trying.
Well, like I said, you get that drop week and you put that practice in, and I know you do. You should still have a good opportunity here. And you know what? If you get a top 5, it's going to even you out to where you need to be at.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just gonna keep trying, and hopefully the luck goes my way.
Well,
James, if you don't mind, right quick, I'd just like to shout out.
I was
like
just
shout
about
out
to
Barrett.
ask you.
Yeah. Shout out to Barrett for the great win. Everybody that ran in that race. I mean, we only had 1 caution. That was really surprising to me, especially at a track like Kokomo.
Absolutely.
So shout out to everybody in top split there. That was an awesome race. And if you don't mind, I'd like to shout out my sponsors right quick.
Of course, I was just about to give you that opportunity, and then Robbie can go next.
Apex Industries, of course. Mario Perez Photography. Got to shout out Colin Bocus, of course, my guy. You guys for MDI, you James for putting it on. It's really cool. My parents are getting to watch and everything, so that's really neat. CFM by JDM, Ryan Conrad Performance, and my wife. And yeah, I'm super stoked with 5th, so I appreciate you, James.
We'll go celebrate it, and I appreciate you guys putting on a show. You're next, Robbie. Friends, family, sponsors.
Shout out to Apex, you for throwing this on, but also back at Apex, definitely Damien. He's done so much for me and the late models, I wouldn't be half as good as I am without him. Colin, of course, Nick, Tanner, and all those guys that put a lot of hours into me. Then a little shout out to Tomasi. I got into him in that heat race and I felt pretty bad about it. I just overdrove it into the corner and definitely not what you want to do. Not the mistake you want to do on a stage like this. So again, apologies to him. I'm glad to see he got around me in the future and then ended up having a good night.
For sure. Well, go enjoy that that race. I mean, there's a lot to look back to and a lot to look forward to, and I will talk to you probably in a little bit.
Yeah, sounds good. Have a nice night.
You too, bud. All right, so we got a bunch of drivers in here, guys. This was a great race. Congratulations to Barry. Phenomenal run here today. And, you know, everybody on that track, they made out the point. Only one caution. It was a single car crash by himself. Everybody giving each other a lot of respect. There's a little bit of checkup, but you heard Chris. He said he made a little bit of a mistake. So maybe, you know, it was just an incidental thing, and everybody seems to walk away happy and satisfied with how the first race went. But guys, this was a phenomenal race. We got to thank Buttkicker for helping support the Late Model Series, the World Outlaw Late Model Series, and iRacing to help put up this $25,000 worth of prizes there for these guys to make it to the Pro Series. But guys, congratulations, Barry. Congratulations to the rest of the field. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.